training in the ISS mock-ups in Building 9 in Houston. So we spend a lot of years in training and preparation for a mission such as ours, which is 6 months long. Thank you, Tiga. I think the hardest thing for me is seeing 16 rises and 16 sunsets every day. So I remember arriving to the station and seeing that. I could not keep up with the timing. But luckily we have an international time, which is London Greenwich time, or mean time, that we keep as a reference when we do our daily jobs. I think, seeing Earth from a distance of 400 kilometers is really profound. So you see a thin layer of atmosphere that is protecting our valuable planet. So in that regard, we need to maintain the planet. We need to keep living in this beautiful planet without wasting the resources in meaningless stuff. Over. Thanks, Eli. So there is a possibility, and only if we don't have ventilation running, which is very rare. So if you're in an open place, you just need to float, and ventilation will definitely send you somewhere around the station, to a wall, for example. But if you don't have that, you will definitely be stuck, so you have to yell for help from a friend. Over. Thank you, Cooper. So in the station we have two sections. The Russian segment, they use 28 volts of a source, and in the American segment, or the US segment, we have 120. So in that regard, in every activity that we do, we need to make a lot of savings. So if we're dealing with an experiment that uses electricity, we need to use a saving mechanism to cut the electricity from that device. Plus, we're wearing a wrist static tether in case of a shock, so we have precautions before we do any activity. Over. Thank you, Karen. So we have two types: the liquid type of waste, and we do recycle that. And well, luckily, because sending water to space is really expensive, really heavy. So we need to utilize a recycled water to purify that, then reuse it. But unfortunately, the solid waste, we don't have a facility to reuse that. So we store them in barrels and send them to burn in atmosphere in a returning cargo vehicle. Over. So historically, animals have been used to test space vehicles. For example, the first living species that went to space is Laika, a Russian dog. But also some insects and animals were sent to space, and surprisingly, any animal that is capable of crawling on a wall, something they do very well. Unlike humans, that we only use a vertical means of walking, for example, on Earth. So plans to test other like lighting to provide the ventilation. So we managed to harvest last month a few cherry tomatoes, which is very inspiring, and hopefully this will be a harvesting for different plants as well. Over. Thank you, Patrick. So, as an astronaut, we train for years to deal with emergencies, and we are fully qualified to perform any emergency procedure on any crew members. So, we have a full access to funds for any medication needs. So, if needed, forward. So personally, I think patience is the most attribute or let's say merit that anybody can have. So patience will get you through your examination, throughout your preparation, and will definitely make you persistent and seeking knowledge. And throughout you, would urge you guys to seek STEM education, that is science, technology, and engineering, mathematics. And with patience, you will definitely reach your goal. Over.
And I lost them. Pretty cool, though. That was the astronauts talking to the school kids in Grand Rapids, Michigan. The astronauts' call signs are NA1SS.